What's up guys, it's Dave from BLT-Tech, and today we're going to change the thermostat in my 2012 BMW 528i. So let's get into it. So now we're going under the car to remove the bottom panel. It's a little bit hard to see, but there are some screws, some 8mm screws. There are 15 in the panel. We're going to remove those screws so we can remove this under panel here. So let's get to it. We're going to remove this upper hose. There's two pinch tabs right here. We're going to pinch them. And just move it out of the way a little bit. With this hose moved out of the way as best you can, there's a clip right here. You got to put your screwdriver underneath and pull it out a little bit. Like so. It can come off completely, but it's not necessary to take it off completely. All right, now that we got this clip off, we're just going to wiggle this thing until it comes off. And just move this out of the way. Next, we're going to remove this air duct right here. First, we're going to unloosen this top hose clamp. There's another hose clamp way down here. Extra step I recommend doing to make your life easier. Now it's going to be a whole lot easier to get this lower hose out. That's it. If a little bit of moisture gets into this air duct, go ahead and clean it out with some paper towels. I'm a little bit nervous about the coolant going in my air duct, so I'm going to put this plastic bag over it. Next step, we're going to remove these two hoses that are connected to the thermostat by loosening this hose clamp here and this hose clamp right there. Hose clamp number one. Hose clamp number two. It's one of them pinch types. So pinch it, move it out of the way. Pull that guy out. No more coolant. Next, we're going to take off the sensor for the thermostat is right here. it. Pull this guy out, move it out of the way. The trick to this connector is the locking mechanism. It's on the bottom side. So when it's connected, it's locked down. From the underside, you have to get a screwdriver wedged in between here and then unlock it. And then with your screwdriver and pulling from the top, you can pull it out of the socket. Next step is to remove two T30 Torx screws that are way down here. It's going to be really impossible to show you, but you'll have to just check out where they are. Man, those screws weren't even tight. There's one here and one. Wow, that's a weird spot. I don't know how I got it. There's one screw. Second screw. And out she comes. Time to put it back. So I'm going to reuse the bolt that I took off. That's it. Next, I'll put these coolant hoses back on. All the way on. Tighten it down. The other one's a spring clip. It's my favorite kind. All right, spring clip is nice to me. Next up, thermostat sensor cable. Looks pretty dry. Put this guy in right here. Clicks. Push the lock. All right, here's a nice click. Ready to install the upper coolant hose. If your clip fell off before, be sure to put it back on. Push that sucker back on. Push it down good until we hear it bottom out. It's out of the way. Push the retainer clip in until it snaps down, like so. Then connect the upper air duct. You could test pulling it to make sure it's on there good. Give this a quick cleaning since the coolant kind of went everywhere a little bit. Just wanted to give you guys a quick warning about this lower air duct down here. It looks like it has a flex connector on the other side, and it does flex a little bit, but I also saw online that they break pretty easy, so just want to give you that warning. When you take off the air duct, don't flex this too much. Just try to gently pull it out of the fitting. Installing the air duct. I moved the camera to a position, help you see what's going on. Take my makeshift cover off. better to support the bottom to make sure you don't crack that lower fitting. It is a weird fit. You have to be firm but gentle and support that hose so you don't crack it. That's the bottom. Now let's do the top. Gotta make sure it's inserted first. There we go. There we go. Forgot to mention to take this guy off. You have to swing this guy out of the way. Put you back. Now she's done. For the next step, you're going to want to refill the coolant reservoir and bleed the coolant system. Remove the cap. And remove this bleeder screw. Refill the coolant. We're going to fill it up all the way to the top. Looks like I might need a little bit more. I lost about a gallon of coolant removing the thermostat, so I expect to put at least a gallon in. You want to put a little bit more so you can do the bleeding job. To refill your coolant, you should always use the genuine BMW antifreeze coolant. I live in California, so I'm mixing it to a 50-50 distilled water ratio. On the back here it says that if you live in an extreme cold climate, you should use a 60-40 mixture. So I'll add a little bit more coolant until it's full. It's full right to the top, and it's actually coming out a little bit the bleeder hole there, so I think that's perfect. Okay, we're back in the car, and to get your water pump to start, you want to do this special procedure, which involves starting the accessories without the brake pedal. Do not press the brake pedal, otherwise the engine will start. So don't press the brake pedal. Press the accessory start button. Turn the heater control all the way to max on both sides, and then I turn the air on, and then press the gas pedal for 10 seconds, and you'll hear the water pump to start circulating. Next step, you're going to open this bleeder valve down here until you start hearing the air come out, and it'll start gurgling. Add some more coolant. Some air bubbles still coming out down here. Close this one down here. Add some more coolant. Once you see the air bubble stop, you should be pretty good. Now let it run so that it's at the top of this level right here, and that should be full. Once you're done bleeding, you just want to press the stop button to stop the process. And that's it. So once you press the stop button on your ignition to stop the water pump and the level's gone down to between the minimum and max, you want to replace this bleeder screw. Just plastic, so don't over tighten it. It's got an O-ring. Should be good. Top off the coolant if it's below the max line. Replace the reservoir cover. Clean it up a little bit. And that should be it. You should keep an eye on your temperature gauge to make sure that it doesn't overheat first time you run it. That'll ensure that you bled it properly. Last step is to put the panel back on the bottom of the car, and don't forget to put all the 15 screws back in there, and you should be good. And then give it a test drive and make sure your car is not overheating. It's very important when you're bleeding the system that you get it right, so check the operating temperature, keep your eye on it to make sure it's not overheating. And if you're not comfortable doing that part, just take it in for service. And thank you very much for watching, and check the links down below in the description, and we'll see you in the next one.